Hello. I don't know if she can hear me or not. Oh, you can hear me, all right. So, we're going to talk about cue card today. Huh? Give me one quick moment. But I can't hear you, Priyanka. Eugene, can you hear her?
No. He or she is not audible.
I think it seems to be she from the name, Indian name, most probably.
Oh.
Can you hear me, Priyanka? Continue. Okay. Possibly she can't talk at the moment. All right. So welcome everyone to our IELTS speaking and writing sessions. It's Monday morning here in the UK, and my local time is 6:37. And what did you discuss last week? Do you remember, Eugene?
Last week. I'm sorry, I forgot the
I forgot. Okay.
lesson detail.
We discussed speaking task 2, which is cue card, and also we are going to discuss today speaking task 3. Okay.
Okay.
So if you remember that, part 3 is related to part 2 somewhat, and also there would be, in this part there would be more analytical questions. Okay, but before that, I'd like to show you video so that you understand what kind of question you should be answering in the real exam. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with fluency and coherence. Do you know what does it mean? Fluency.
Yes, fluency, coherence. Yes, I know. Coherence means accurate.
Coherence means no, not accurate. Step by step explanation about speaking or writing. Okay, let me share the video first, and you'll get an insight from the video. It's from the British Council for the IELTS exam.
So, you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations! Success starts with IELTS. The speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is the introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn. And Part 3 is an analytical discussion. It's important to understand the criteria on which you will be tested in the IELTS exam. First, we consider the criteria of fluency and coherence. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. We'll cover the other 3 in later videos. Fluency and coherence refer to your ability to speak at length, including organizing ideas logically and appropriately signposting. It also refers to your ability to express and justify opinions and to discuss and speculate about issues without long pauses or repetition of the same words. Signposting is the use of words or phrases that indicate the direction of your thoughts. We will give you some examples of this in a moment. Many students try memorizing large portions of speech to repeat during the speaking test, but this can add unnecessary stress and sound unnatural. We don't recommend this approach. Here are a few tips to improve your speaking test performance. As you are speaking about a topic, build on your point of view by adding a few details. For example, if the question is, "What do you do?" rather than responding with, "I am a teacher," you might expand this to, "I have been a high school mathematics teacher in New York for over 5 years." For part 2 of the test, use the bullet points on the task card to help you structure your long turn and make notes in the 1 minute that's given using key words. In part 3 particularly, it is important to develop your answers and to speak at length. You can do this by thinking of reasons, effects, comparisons, supporting examples, and personal experience. Just make sure you are signposting what you say. For example, discussing excessive TV watching, you might mention reasons, increasing numbers of TV channels compared to a generation ago, and the popularity of TV characters. Effects, increasing obesity levels, eyesight problems, and other health issues. Experience, my nephew watches nothing except cartoons. He will not study. Here are some examples of signposting for part 3 of the test. Compare contrast. In my view, there are 2 main differences. Responding to a point. Yes, I agree because, or I'm not sure I agree with that. You see, speculating on the future. I think we'll probably see a lot of, or maybe there'll be more, or it's unlikely that we will have. Practice is the key to increasing your fluency. There are no shortcuts. Practice using English in everyday communication as much as you can. Record yourself talking about different subjects. Then play it back and listen for linking expressions, hesitation, words you may be repeating, and times when your speech is slow. This will help improve your fluency. The assessment criteria is the only thing on which you will be tested. You will not be assessed on your appearance, body language while speaking in the exam, or your creative ideas. IELTS examiners are very consistent with their application of the IELTS assessment criteria. It is the same assessment given everywhere in the country and everywhere in the world. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation.
All right. Thanks, Rajesh, for the subscription, and welcome. Eugene, is that clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Any questions from this video?
No, I have no question.
Rajesh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Where are you from, Rajesh?
Yes,
Where are you from?
I am from India.
Hmm. May I know what you do?
I am a civil engineer working as a site engineer
Okay. And what's the reason for subscription?
for taking a good opportunity in the jobs and in at a big platforms. So I wanted to learn a fluent English.
Okay. So, though these lessons are mostly designed for the IELTS learners or candidates, but still you have the opportunity to speak fluently. Okay. So, we have just shown a video regarding IELTS exam speaking criteria and the test.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to share my screen once again. Cue card. Okay. So, in IELTS exam, there are 4 criteria where you'd be assessed for your marking. Number 1 is fluency and coherence. Number 2 is lexical resources, 25%. Then grammatical range and accuracy, another 25%. And the last one is pronunciation, 25%. Please remember that there is always a difference between the pronunciation and accent. Okay, accent is different and pronunciation is different. Pronunciation is the technique which helps you pronounce the word correctly on the right stress with good intonation and articulation. Is the noise sound coming from you, Rajesh?
Yes.
Um, this really affecting us.
1 minute.
Yeah, if you can mute it, please, that would be great. When you'd like to talk, you can unmute that time.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, Eugene, any other question, or Priyanka is listening? Rajesh, any other question?
No, I'm no question.
No, sir.
Okay, so what happens, in the part one, as the video has explained, that's from the British Council UK, that just general question and you have to answer it. And Eugene, if you remember, we have done part one. We will start part
Yes.
2 and 3 today, and that is our plan for the day. Please bear in mind these classes are every week, Monday morning for me, and Tuesday morning 6:30 my time,
Hmm.
and just weekly twice. But you can always join the other live streams while I conduct public live streams freely. And but if you have subscribed for a trial lesson, Rajesh and Priyanka, you'll be getting only 2 free lessons today and tomorrow. And after that, though you have been added with the subscriber group, the system will remove you automatically, unless if you want to subscribe with the whole month by your money.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. Speaking task 2 and 3. Uh, in speaking task 2 is more analytical, which means that speaking task 2 is more long-term explanation, and 3 is more analytical. And we are going to give you more insight in a moment. Okay, so what happens in speaking task 2, which is we call cue card, all right? And
A house apartment.
yeah, we discussed it last time, yeah? Remember, Eugene, we'll give a different topic.
Yes.
But if Rajesh wants to talk, you are more than welcome. Cue card, okay?
Okay.
So speaking task 2 is called cue card. And task 2. Okay, so what happened is like a small paper. You'll be given a topic like this, say a house and apartment you'd like to live in, and there would be some questions like this. You'll be given 1 minute, you'll be given a pencil, and then you have to note down the important keyword that what you're going to discuss. When the 1 minute is over, then you have to speak at least 2 minutes or more, unless the examiner says to you, hey, stop it now, that's enough. Okay, so speaking task 2, I always check the time as well, so that we understand how many minutes you have spoken. Okay, so Eugene, we'll go to the task 3. In task 3, if you remember, it is more analytical answers. For every answer, remember that you have to give the reason. If I say, ask you, hey, do you like red color? You said, yeah, I like red color. Then you have to give the reason why do you like red color. and what effects it has got. You can say, I've got red books, red car, red house. Then you compare with others. Other people may not like it. That's my favorite color. And supporting examples, that means you have to give an example that will support. And remember, the example should be from your personal periphery, not an example from other person. Do you remember there was an example that my nephew always watches TV? So the reason is that there are many TV programs for the children, okay, and there are more TV channels, more revenue, and they give it affects my nephew is watching whole day. It causes overweight. Okay, they have given some examples like that. Then after finishing speaking task 2, we go to the speaking task or speaking part 3, which is related to the task 2. But the amazing matter is that in speaking task 3 there are 2 questions. One of them is present, past, and future, and another one is most of the cases conditional sentence.
I got it.
Got it? And if you remember, we explained conditional sentences in one of our lessons, and also present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay, any other question?
No question, sir.
Rajesh, would you like to try task 2 today?
No.
No? Okay, no worries. So, Eugene,
Yes.
we did this housing, that topic last week or the week before. So let's do the a different topic. An interesting animal you have seen. So describe an
Animal.
describe an interesting animal you have seen. You should say what animal it was, why you think it is an interesting animal, when and where you saw it, and explain how you feel about this animal. Any other related information. Please, once again, may I remind you that IELTS exam this part is nothing but creating a story. It doesn't matter whether the story is true or false, because we are not going to assess, the examiner is not going to assess whether it's true or false story. They're going to assess your English language, your levels, and those 4 criteria: your fluency and coherence, lexical resources, your grammar and pronunciation.
Okay.
All right, take 1 minute time. Okay, and Rajesh, would you mind muting it yourself, please? Okay, take a closer look, Eugene, this question,
Yes.
and take 1 minute time. And if you have a pen and paper, take the notes, what you're going to talk. I can give you some clue. So you'll start like this. Remember that in every speaking of IELTS, speaking task 2, give a little bit introduction like this. People like animals, and I like too. My favorite or interesting animal is, then you can tell the name. And why you think it's an interesting animal, you have to give the reasons. And also you can share where you saw it, when, then explain how you felt about it. If you notice that some of the questions are in present tense and some of them are in past tense, so you should remember that when you're answering, follow the question pattern. In every question there is a pattern, and try to use the similar grammar, similar tense.
Okay. Yes, I'm ready to start.
Did you take the notes of all the questions?
Oh, what? Just a moment. What? Anymore.
I think Rajesh has gone, by the way. If you're still here, let me know.
One, interesting. When- Yes. Okay. I uh I had complete write down this.
I have completed writing down.
Complete.
I have completed
Right.
writing down. Okay, great.
Right.
Let me know when you are ready to start speaking so that I have to start the timing. And Rajesh and Priyanka, if you're still there, please do let me know. I'll be able to bring you again. Are you ready to speak now?
Yes.
Great. Start speaking, please.
Yes. The animal. What I like is a dog. There are uh, there are a lot of type a lot breeds of dog. Not only Japan but also all over the world. Yes. Because the dog is very familiar for human, and they follow well human, and sometimes they protect our property. Yeah, because the there are a lot of reason why human likes dog. And I used to raise dog in our home. The dog property our house. The dog protect our house, and they the dog familiar with my family, and we can we can see dog anytime, anywhere. Yes, because people are raising dog in their home. Dog, that means dog living with people. Dogs are living with people. When I see dog, my I'm feeling stable, and I'm feeling lovely against the dog. And but we should have responsibility. The raising dog is very tired. You should take a you should take a work with dog, and you should give food for dog. Yes. Just the reason it is not recommendable. Just dog is cute. Only one reason, just dog is cute, and you decide breeding. You decide raise in your home. That will be not good result for you.
Finished?
Yes.
All right. Give me one quick second. Okay. Um, you have spoken 3 minutes and 3 seconds. That's pretty awesome that you have covered the time. But you are just thinking, and speaking. That's why sometimes it takes a little bit longer time. However, you can always practice a little bit more to speak. Remember the definition of fluency: speaking with a normal rhythm and speed, without stopping, without being repetitive. Okay, so
Okay.
you said the first sentence about your favorite animal is dog, and please remember, Eugene, when you're describing why do you like the dog, do not say that people like dog for various reasons. You have to say, I like. It should be related to you only, and that is very important when you're speaking. You're giving only your example. Do not bring anyone's example. But at the beginning, you can say this, that people like dogs. And why did you like the dog? Actually, I couldn't get this answer. Why do you like it? You just said
The
cute,
dog is very familiar. Yeah.
familiar, and you said cute.
Yes.
Are these the two reasons? There may be some other reasons why people like dog. You said one good reason, that it protects my family. That's right. Another reason,
Yes.
there is another reason, very good reason about the dog. Think of it. What could be the other reason? All right, no worries. A dog is very faithful animal to its master.
Face-
This is another reason. That's why people love them. They protect you, they save you, and they guide you sometimes. And if there is any, a stranger comes to your home, sometimes they bark to make you aware. In the UK, there is a. Uh, have you ever heard guide dog? Guide dog.
Oh, yes, I ever heard. Yeah, I ever heard guide
Okay.
dog.
Guide dogs are those trained dogs which will take you to the shopping center, park, garden. In the UK, government has given many people guide dogs, especially the people who are blind and deaf, so that the dog can take them to the local supermarket for shopping, or the local park for passing time, or to have a walk in the garden. Okay, so you can say this word, that they are a good guide as well, protector. They warn you if there is any stranger comes to your home. They are trained. They're faithful.
Mm.
And the third question is when and where you saw it. What was your answer again? Hi Sam, thanks for the subscription. Where and when you saw it?
We can, we are able to see dog everywhere, anytime.
Okay, I'm going to answer you in a moment. Welcome Sam. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Keep talking. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay, sorry.
We are able to see dog. See dog anywhere, anytime. Because
I'm back. Sam, welcome. Can you hear me?
Thank you, sir.
Where are you from,
Yes,
Sam?
I hear you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Nepal.
You're from Nepal. Okay. May I know what you do?
I'm just taking IELTS class.
Mm-hmm. What is your profession? Are you a student? Are you a working person?
I'm a student, sir.
Where do you study?
Um, Now I currently completed my IELTS assistant course, and now I'm taking IELTS class for higher studies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which country do you like to go?
I like to go. I just planning for Australia.
All right.
If score is
Go on.
good, then
Carry on.
mm, and I want to improve my speaking. So I join your live class now.
Okay. Thank you very much for the subscription. I've just realized that you have joined on a free trial. So you will get only 2 free lessons, which is one of them is today at the moment you have joined. You'll get another lesson tomorrow. The lesson starts every Monday and Tuesday, 6:30 UK time. Okay, so what happens when your free time is over? If you want to continue, you have to subscribe with your money. Okay, otherwise the system will remove you from my group automatically. It happens automatically. All right, so we are today having a speaking test, Q card in IELTS speaking part 2. And if you're interested, you can also explain. Can you see the questionnaire on the screen?
Yes, I see it.
Okay, very good. I'm going to ask you a question. Just before that, I was giving a little bit feedback to Eugene. Eugene, when and where you saw it? What's the answer of your question once again?
We are able to see dogs anytime, everywhere.
Okay, remember that this is a general answer. In IELTS exam, we don't want general answer. You have to specific. You have to give your answer. Like I saw the dog in the park, or I saw the dog in a veterinary shop, and I bought it, and I you know brought him in my home. He lives with me. He lives with us as a family member. That would be your specific answer. Okay. Please remember once again, we do not give any vague answer. Vague means general answer. You're not talking for everyone. We'll be talking only about yourself. And that is one of the important features of IELTS speaking in this task too. Okay? Is that clear,
Okay.
Eugene? And Sam,
Yes.
as you're listening, it is also applicable for you as well. Whoever is answering these questions, they have to follow this pattern of answering. So you can say that I saw the dog maybe in a zoo, or I saw in a veterinary garden once again, and I bought it. I keep it in my home as my family member. Do you know that in the Western countries, people treat them as a family member, and they have got insurance, they have got vaccinations, they've got special food like different animal food. They take care of very well of their these pet animals. Okay, the next question was, explain how you feel about this animal. Eugene, what was your answer? I missed some of your answer. I don't know the reason why.
Yeah. When I see the dog, I feel how can I say, my feeling. I'm feeling stable.
Stable?
Yes,
What do you mean by this word, stable?
stable. I'm not sure. I just answered the come in my mind.
All right, okay. Rather than you can say stable, stable means when something is permanent. You can say not rather than saying feeling is a static verb. Generally, we don't use ing with the static verb. You can say, when I see my dog, I feel secured that there is someone, someone who is going to protect you and your family. Okay, this animal will help you. Okay,
Feel
uh,
secured.
secured. Yeah, that would be the right word rather than stable, because it's going to protect you, your family, from the unknown people, stranger. And if you remember that it happens very often, if someone enters your home, if the dog doesn't know, the dog starts barking. Yeah, and that is very natural. Okay,
Okay,
Sam.
teacher.
Sam, did you get my answer as well? Is she still here? Okay. And the last question,
Yes, sir.
any other related information?
No, any other related information?
Okay,
We
go on.
we should have a responsibility because a dog is on okay
Go on.
dog is dog is on life and just we don't we don't raise we don't raise a dog in our home just uh, uh, just reason of cute.
I still didn't get you. Reason of give. Okay, you can add
Reason.
some more information like this, as you're mentioning. We should be responsible of taking care of the dogs. So when dog is hungry, you buy food for the dog. Okay, and when the dog needs to go to the toilet, then you have to take them outside. Yeah, they don't do the toilet at home, right? If so, and sometimes you take the dog for walking in the local park to have fresh air. Tell something like this, okay, which is natural and reliable, rather than saying cute again and again. Yeah, tell something logical and reasonable. Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much, Eugene. Well done as a part two speaking after a while. And Sam, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so would you like to speak about this topic? Remember, in IELTS exam, there are three parts in speaking. Task 1, general question, then you an introduction. Task 2, which is this one we are practicing now. It's called cue card, where you'll be given a topic in a paper, and you'll be given 1 minute to note down what you're going to talk. And after that, the examiner will ask you, start speaking. Please remember, there are 4 criteria for speaking. Well, and number 1, fluency and coherence. Number 2, lexical resources, vocabulary, which is number 3, grammatical range and accuracy. Number 4, your pronunciation. These are the criteria. And remember and note that there is no marks for having accent. There are 25% marks for having good pronunciation. As we go through, we try to amend the sounds if there is something not correct. Okay. So if you are ready, let me know, Sam, so that I can watch the time. You have to speak at least 2 minutes, but you can speak more because we are practicing here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Start speaking. I'm going to check your time and listen to you.
Sir, I can see question.
Can you not see the screen?
Yeah, I see, but the full question is not
Can you
visible.
please read what does it say?
What animal it was? Why you think it is that is question?
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. 1 moment.
Describe an interesting animal I have seen.
Okay, that is the main question. I'm going to pin it, yeah, in the comment section. Okay. Now you say what animal it was. Can you see the pin comment on the pin section? Comment section. Sam.
Yes, sir.
So the main question is describe an interesting animal you have seen. Then you're going to answer this question: what animal it was, the name of the animal, why you think it is an interesting animal, when or where you saw it,
Mm,
and explain how you feel about this animal. Any other related information. These are the questions you need to answer. You can choose anything you like. You can choose dog, cat, giraffe, zebra, elephant, Royal Bengal tiger, lion, rat, whatever you like to choose. But you need to tell all these answers. Okay, Sam? Is that clear?
okay, sir. I can try.
Sure. Start speaking, please.
Mm, well, first time I I saw a rabbit. It is very uh, it is very cute and gorgeous animal to me. And wait, like,
Are you okay? You're not speaking.
mm, what to say? Just and
Do you need to take more
it is
time to read the questions and understand it? Sam, are you okay to talk?
very sorry. Um,
Okay, do one thing. Please read these questions loudly for us.
what animal it was? Why you think it is an interesting animal? When and where you saw it, and explain how you feel about this animal. Any other related information.
Okay, do I need to explain all these questions, what it means?
It means what animal it is.
Speak loudly, please. Your voice is very low. Bring your microphone close to your mouth.
Okay, sir. What animal it was? It was rabbit, and it is very cute to me. And I think mm, it gives me a lot of enjoy and entertainment also. And when I went, when I I went um never my near and how to say when I very sorry once last
Yeah, what's the problem now?
when and where you saw it.
Okay, when did you see it? When did you see this
Mm,
rabbit? How long ago? And where? Did you see it in a neighborhood, in a park, in a zoo, in a garden, in a forest?
when I was when I went to the neighbor's house, in that time saw uh, uh, I saw it. And uh, in that time I feel good and very what
Hmm?
sorry sir.
Don't laugh. You're in a test.
Sorry.
When you're in exam, we don't laugh. We should be serious. Because we are trying to learn something, we should be serious. Okay, Sam?
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me help you a little bit. You said that when you went to your neighbor's home, you saw it there, and
Yeah.
uh, and how long ago it was? When means which date? Is it
Yeah.
yesterday, last week, last month, this today? Okay, however it is, remember, Sam, you need to mention the time, like this morning or yesterday when I visited my neighbor's house, I saw the rabbit there, and you can describe what's the color of the rabbit. It is a white color. It is so, as you explained, cute looking, and it was looking at you. Make it a story, and it was trying to come to you and trying to play with you. Okay,
Okay.
and you said,
Okay.
How do you feel it? Did you feel it is a very loving animal? It is a very no, enjoyable scenario that it came to you and started playing. Was it
Yeah.
eating carrot? You can explain something interesting. When you saw something, please remember you have to give the description what you saw, and this is the reason why we are taking this test. Remember, it always helps you, explaining any special topic, and using also, like, if you're presenting a topic in your annual meeting, say you are a supervisor or a manager, sometimes they can ask you, hey, Mr. Eugene, please explain today this topic for us, like what was the annual sale of the delivery department, for example. Then you need to get data, the last 3 months data. You okay? I'm just giving an example. Similarly, when you see a topic in IELTS exam, that's why they give you 1 minute. So in this 1 minute, you have to think and write down. You have to write the notes. You'll be given the paper and the pencil. You write the notes, what you're going to speak. And if you stop it, really affecting your score. You can't stop more than 5 to 6 seconds. Then you'll not be regarded as a fluent speaker. A fluent speaker do not give a pause or do not stop more than 5 seconds, and do not repeat the same word. Okay, there are some criteria to be a good speaker, fluent speaker. You need to talk with good rhythm and flow, not too fast, not too slow. Okay, you have to use different kinds of words, vocabularies. We call it lexical resources. And obviously, you have to use the correct grammar if you want to get good marks, and different kinds of grammar structure. Okay, and the last one is pronunciation. Sometimes some words are confusing, and you have to be careful about pronouncing, especially homophones, the words that sound like same. Okay,
Okay, sir. And
speak loudly. Come on, Sam. Be confident. Speak loudly. Okay, and another important matter is, do not get nervous or scared or shaky in the exam. That's also information for you, Eugene, as well. Always be brave and speak loudly, clearly. Even if you are making mistakes, don't worry about that, because it is an exam and we never expect that you should be 100% accurate or correct. Okay,
okay, sir.
Okay.
so always be brave, positive, and focus on your topic. That will give you some motivation. Remember that once you become nervous or you become shy, that will really create problem for you. Even you'll forget the answers.
Yeah.
Any other question you like to know, Sam? Do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, Eugene, any other questions?
No, I'm no question.
Okay, I'm going to I don't know if you've got enough time or not. Lexical, let me see. Okay, we've got 4 minutes. Yeah, we can see another video of the speaking technique. Yeah, it is 3 minutes only.
So you've decided decided to take the IELTS exam. Great choice. It's the test that opens doors around the world. Here we look at the criteria of lexical resource. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. Lexical resource focuses on the range of vocabulary a candidate uses. The wider the range, the better you will score. You will need to understand these factors to score well on the test. The ability to use vocabulary effectively, including the right collocation. That is, words naturally used together. For instance, lions roar. Lions do not shout. Alternatively, we make a phone call. We do not do a phone call. An awareness of connotation. This refers to the positive, neutral, or negative association some words have. For example, laid back, positive. Inactive, neutral. Lazy, negative. Slim, thin, skinny. The use of less common vocabulary or expressions. Many candidates memorize impressive lists of vocabulary, but often end up using them in the wrong way because they haven't understood them properly. To improve your vocabulary, we recommend these steps. Always try to learn new vocabulary when reading in English. Look out for new words. Seeing words in their context helps you learn the meaning, usage, and collocation. Online newspapers are a good resource. These can also help you keep up on the vocabulary of current affairs. Group new vocabulary into related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are words or expressions which have a similar meaning. Knowledge of synonyms will help with all parts of the IELTS test. Try using a thesaurus. Make small word cards with the word written on one side of the card and the translation and an example sentence on the other side. You can then test yourself. Practice is the key. Not to memorize, but to practice discussing different topics, weaving in the vocabulary you have learned. Research shows practice improves test scores. Don't give up if you can't find the right word. Keep trying to explain what you mean, even if it takes a little longer. This is called paraphrasing. You will get credit for this. IELTS speaking tests include general everyday topics. Specialist knowledge isn't expected. The topics are relevant to all of the 135 countries in which IELTS is used. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos, Fluency and Coherence, Grammatical Range and Accuracy, and Pronunciation.
Okay, so we are almost end of this today's lesson. We'll cover more tomorrow. And thank you very much, Eugene and Sam and other people who have subscribed. If you have got any question, you can always write in the subscriber chat. Whenever I'm free, I'll be happy to answer you back. Please remember, practice is the key factor. And there is no shortcut, there is no quicker method, there is no easy method. Practice every day, and I'm sure that you can develop your English. All right, Eugene, arigato gozaimasu, and Sam, thank you very much. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow morning, same time, 6:30 my time, UK time. And if I go to public live broadcast, Eugene, if you're free, please join me later, okay? And Sam as well, everyone can join me. Thank you and bye.